What's up, guys? Welcome to Dinky Park, the smallest park I think we will ever play. I think it's the smallest park in the game, and we're gonna get started by just kind of, as we always do, taking care of our existing park before we add to our existing park. I'm thinking the naming theme for all these rides, I think I want to do something along the lines of the fact that our park is so cramped. So let's start with Cramped Carousel. I want to make these all kind of named around being small, being tight, being claustrophobic, being, I don't know, just along that general theme. So 170 for this. And I'm going to also go through all this stuff. Single ride, we'll do 5, and we'll change this to unlimited. No, we won't. Somehow that made a lot more people want to go on it. And this is Spiral Slide. I don't know. Some of these are going to take a little work to rename, so I'll get to those eventually. This is Purple Peril. That's kind of a cool name. I kind of like that. We'll leave that. I don't know what is named and what isn't. Ferris Wheel 1. Fairly overcrowded Ferris wheel. I don't know. Everything's gonna get crazy packed, and I'm gonna make it even worse here in a second. So, swinging ship sardines, like they're packed in there like sardines. 215. All right, and okay. That's it for our rides. We'll leave Purple Peril, and maybe we'll come back to Spiral Slide. Oh, we missed Cloud 9. That's a good name for this. I'll leave that. The paint job's kind of hideous, but oh well. We need to get some staff here. This park is so small, it doesn't really require much staff, and I can literally cover like my entire park with just a handful of handymen, so it's kind of nice. But yeah. Last night, I'm a little bit tired this morning. Not super exhausted, but I didn't get to bed until 5 in the morning last night. I went to one of my buddies from high school is actually in town from Chicago. His dad's 50th birthday was, I guess, 2 days ago now. And he was in town, and again, he lives in Chicago, so I don't see him much, if ever, seeing as how I live in Texas, and he lives in Chicago. And so he was in town last night, and so me, him, and a couple of our other friends from high school, some of his friends, some of his cousins and whatnot, we all went out to a karaoke bar. It was a lot of fun. I'd never been to one before. We're just going to hire 2 mechanics here and just let them do their thing, because this park, again, so small, they don't really need to be told where to go. But yeah, we went to a karaoke bar and then got kicked out of there at 2 when they closed, and then went to Denny's afterwards and just kind of hung out and talked for way too long. And I didn't get home until about 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning. We're going to leave these umbrellas red. So it was, like I said, kind of a late night, but somehow, well, I did sleep until about 12:30, so oops. I set my alarm for 10, but my body said, nope, you're gonna sleep. Just like I did the other day when I overslept by 3.5 hours. That's okay though. So we're just building some shops and stalls right now, and then we'll start building rides, or you know, whatever you could call them. This first ride I have in mind is going to be awful. Or not awful, it's just gonna, like I said at the beginning, do not expect these rides to be fantastical in any sense of the word. We're going to check maximum funding for only roller coasters right now, because I mentioned last episode I really need a steel roller coaster. This park is so small, but it lends itself very well to a steel coaster doing that kind of shuttle loop design like I mentioned, because they're so small, they're so cheap, and they make us a lot of money, which we need right now. I don't know if we changed the price on this. No, we didn't. 160. Can I change the number of rotations to make it more fun without closing it? I can. We'll do 12. That should make it more exciting. 180. It made it 20 cents more exciting. Okay. Is everyone riding everything? Sort of. Not really. Okay. So that broke down and sounded awful. What all do we have? So all of our... We don't have a haunted house or a car ride, so we can do those. And again, I'm going to try utilizing every inch of this park for ride space. So, like I said earlier, it's not going to be pretty. I know I've kind of complained a little bit at some of my other parks that by the end it's just super crowded and I don't like how it looks, and imagine that times like 100. That's what this park is. What did I do? I named one like, what was it? What did I name my Ferris wheel? Fairly overcrowded. Is that what I named it? Fairly overcrowded Ferris wheel. I'm trying to think of... I had so many names before I started recording this episode. Now that I'm recording, it's not working so great. Claustrophobic house. Claustrophobic house. Sure. Some people think that's scary. I know we had a ride named Claustrophobia in Diamond Heights, I believe it was. But this is not that. This is a haunted house. So, are we anywhere close to getting... We're getting a chairlift next. Awesome. That actually will be good whenever I do expand my park. Again, just in case there's some of you that didn't watch last episode. This park, the goal, it tells you, it requires major expansion. So that is what we're going to have to do. But I will expand my park out in this direction. It's quite a lot of space, actually. And then it allows you to build supports or walkways above the ground here. So I'll buy up one stretch of land right here to connect it with this giant swath of land over here. But first, I want to utilize all the space we have right here. And then to do that, I want to build a steel mini coaster, mainly because they're very cheap. And one thing I've always done is, like, if I want to start, I want the station going above this right here. So this tree is going to have to go away. So is this one probably. But I want the station going above this. One thing I can do to get around raising the land to do that, and I think I did this earlier on. I don't know what will clear it height-wise. So I'm just kind of doing this to get an estimate. So we can always go up and flatten out. So, okay, so 14 will clear it. So we'll start our station right here. And then we'll delete all this. And I want this to end up, I'm trying to think space-wise, so that will work right there. So that's as far back as our station could go. 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be okay. And again, this is a very short ride. I can't do chains on that. What am I trying to do? That's going to have to go up and turn, which won't work. So we'll go down, flat, up with a chain, and we'll start turning it. There we go. So we started at 14. 19, 21 should be good. That looks like it'll be fine. And this is going to be... That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Again, I'm going to try to put... I don't know, maybe 3 roller coasters in this stretch of our park. I mentioned earlier, it's going to be very tight. And I know some of you are probably like, oh yeah, I'm anticipating that. No, I don't know if you have an idea of quite how tight I'm going to be making this. It is absolutely insane. So this might be actually kind of intense right here. And that's not going to work with what I'm wanting to do. So we will have to... I don't know. This is going to be a constant struggle in this park, is finding places to put things that aren't in the way. Like right now, this is not going to work. So what if we... That's at 16. What if we level this off and take it back through the ride here? Can I do that? What part is in my way? I think it was... Okay, that doesn't work. But this will. We are right over top that right now. We need to do an S-bend. Shouldn't be too intense if I S-bend left. And we're at 16. I need to make sure I leave enough room for the station, or not the station, an entrance and a line. So... Oh, that works out really nicely. Sort of really nicely. We'll dip this... No, I won't. Okay, so this... What can I do here? So I'm trying to end it right now. Because again, these rides are all going to be very short. That won't work. What will work? If I drop this down... Is that going to clear the footpath now? No, it's not. I'll have to do it tight right here. This should work. Yeah, this will work. And that works out perfectly. Okay, so again, very short ride, very, very small, very cheap to build. I think that only cost me a little over $2,000. That's going to be in the way. I'm trying to just put it as far forward as I can. And then, you know how I've said in the past that I really appreciate realism? This station is literally floating above this ride. On this park, I could care less. It is all about utilizing every inch of space possible. And this is going to be difficult. I don't know what I was thinking when I did this. I probably wasn't thinking much. That's okay. Ooh, actually, can I do... Where's that ride? Is that going to be in my way? That's totally going to be in my way. I was thinking of taking it back down this hill and then coming out right there. But that's in my way. Okay. We might have to go over stuff here. I don't know if that's high enough. It's not. Again, very not so pretty. And we'll do the same exact thing with our entrance. So up 2, 3, over 1, 2, and down 1, 2. I feel like I'm leading a dance class right now. Okay, so that added a roller coaster to our already cramped park. And we're going to start getting our guests. Some of them are probably going to start complaining about... No, I want to see what they're thinking. It's too crowded here. We already have 4 people saying it's too crowded. So we need to... I'm really just waiting on that steel roller coaster because that's going to build... Or that's going to be an easy build that will bring us a lot of money, and that'll allow us to buy park to put stuff in. Because right now, we're just going to try to utilize all this space, and it's going to get cramped quick. So, let me see how this does. Yeah, and this park might not be one where we demo any of our rides, just because they're all going to be kind of tiny. And not really worth showing off. I don't know if this is going to be exciting in the slightest. Probably not very. Oh, I was looking at that line and thinking this is doing really well already. I'm looking at the wrong line. For the sake of this crashing, and the sake, or for the heck, oh, I can't English today. For the sake of this not crashing, I don't want to have to worry about it. It's not going to be super popular, I don't imagine. So we'll do any load just for right now so we can get some people to go on it, or no one on it. And we'll do wait for full load initially. What What do I want to paint this? Paint jobs are also, on this park, it's going to be more difficult for me to actually care because these are so short. The park is only 2 years, and I don't know. Does that dark purple look kind of cool? That looks kind of nice. I like that. We'll actually do gray seats. I like it. So this is the purple peril. And this will be perilous purple. Since it's right on top of it. Perilous purple. What's a P word for crowded? Prison. Maybe not the most inviting name for a ride. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of common for our rides here. We could charge $230 for it, though. That's okay. A lot of people just probably aren't going to want to ride it because it's somewhat boring. I'm okay with that, though. New ride attraction, steel roller coaster. Awesome. I need that. Get in my life, steel roller coaster. Come here. Okay, this spot right here looks perfect for it. It is 1 tile wide, and that's all we need. So we'll do the station as far back as we can here. So right up against the edge of the park. And we're going to do a powered launch mode for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 4. This is 5. That's 6. That's good. And I don't know what I can do here. I'm going to try to go down this hill, maybe. See how that... No, because this ride's going to be in our way with any upward mobility we want to do. So we're going to have to go up. That's okay. And we'll do a loop. No, we won't. We'll go up another one. Then we'll do a loop. There we go. And then I want this to go this direction. Actually, I wonder how this would work. If I go flat for a bit. Am I on top of this ride right now? I can't see where I'm at. So we start at 15. I don't know if that's going to be necessary. We'll demo this a few times. Did I even leave room for an entrance and exit? Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it kind of in the back here. So... Nope, don't need that. I need entrance. Okay, so the entrance will go right here and connect down there. And then the exit will have to go... I don't know. This is so difficult. Trying to utilize all this space is going to be a nightmare. Okay, we're going to change this up real quick. So this is actually going to go away. So is that. We're going to take the exit from this ride, the carousel, and we're going to meet these right here. So now they are conjoined. And then this path is going to be deleted because this entrance is going to go down like so. I don't know where I was going with this. This isn't going to work quite like I wanted. But those guests need to be able to get back, so let's connect that up real quick. This is going to be the struggle of these episodes, is just trying to make things fit in the park. And if I've said that like 5 times already, it's because it's so true. Actually, we can do this. This will work. It's not quite what I had in mind, but it doesn't change how the line works. So I think that's good. It's all elevated. Now we have used every inch of that corner of our park. And let's go ahead and put this in powered launch mode. Oh, one thing I don't think I've... Actually, no. I won't cover that. I'll cover it when it happens. I was going to talk about what happens when this breaks down, but we won't worry about that right now. So 31 miles an hour. That's probably going to be too slow. We'll test it at 36. Probably still going to be too slow. Most definitely too slow. So we can just leave this in test mode here and up it by that, 42 miles an hour. That's perfect. That's kind of what I was going for. I don't know if that's exciting or not, but it's a variation on this ride that we haven't done yet, so I like it. And we'll go ahead and open that. Oh man, these names. I thought they were going to be easy. They're not. I've already done crowded, tight, tight twister. Because it twists, and I don't know. Tight twister, let's paint it. Do we have, okay, see, this is what I needed. I needed a high intensity, high excitement ride. And that's exactly what I got. $5.30. And this thing is going to go so fast and make us so much money. Tight twister. All right, let's paint it. I don't want orange. I want, what do I want? Well, let's do white for the edge. And gray is too drab. No, thank you. Blue? Blue? I like that. That's kind of nice. And then the supports. We do white supports as well? I think that looks kind of nice. And then all in the same colors. Yes, please. What would look good on this? Would gray look good at all? Kind of. No, that's hideous. That's kind of nice. Kind of. I like it. It's a little bit different than the track. It's a little bit lighter, but I like it. Tight twister. How many people does this line hold? Hopefully enough to fill a car, or fill the whole train. Probably not, but as everyone gets off, they immediately go back on it because it's so awesome. Oh yeah, this thing is going to make us bank. Okay, so just like in Evergreen Gardens, it's going to be my goal to expand this park little by little each episode. So I want to expand it at least once per episode. Wow, that has a 0 intensity rating. That's awesome. Okay, and Perilous Purple Prison has actually picked up. And now that it's picked up, I'm regretting doing just one train. Because 2 would definitely be making us more money. We might come back and change that later, but for now, I'm going to do what I was just talking about doing, and that is expanding our park. So we need to look at where we can originally buy land first, and I want to start definitely in this corner. So I'm going to buy a little bit of land just to start with, just so I can get an idea of where I'm going. And to do this, I'm just clicking and dragging. So you can click individually or you can click and drag, which is what I'm currently doing. Okay, so we own that tiny little chunk right there. And this is expensive to buy land. It's 20 per tile, and we can easily spend thousands. So, oh, I need to make sure to set this back to, I do not care about ride improvements. I do not care about scenery and theming. Shops and stalls. And let's do thrill rides, because those are going to make us probably more money than the gentle rides. And everything in our park currently, minus the swinging ship, I believe, and the scrambled eggs, are gentle rides, and those 2 are thrill rides. Sorry, I needed to finish my thought there. Okay, yeah, the tight twister is going to make us some bank. I'm liking it. Okay, so now we need to figure out where we want to connect this from. And it's looking like our best bet is going to be right here from the entrance. So we'll do this one tile at a time because I want this to be brought over right in line with the edge of our park here. Nope, why did I do that? Oh well. Okay, so now that we have that done, we can go ahead and add footpath that extends over top of this. And it helps to have this open at the same time, because otherwise you can't see really what you're doing. So, and see, it won't let me build there, but I can build here. And then we'll build down the slope into our park. And we're going to level off. Get out of here, tree. And we'll do that. And so now we have, that looks so bad. But again, in this park, I don't really care. Actually, nope, it's bothering me. I do care. Nope, that's just what I had. We'll go up, flat, and then down. That's much better. Okay, and it looks like it's actually bridging a fence. So I like that. Let's go ahead and add another footpath cleaning handyman. There we go. That's, I guess, the combination of words I was thinking of. Okay, so handyman 4 is covering all that. And then, just for good measure, we'll hire one more mechanic. Because we built a couple more things. And we are now in June of year 1. We have half a month left. What do we have? We've got a thrill ride on its way. Perfect. I don't think I'm going to be building the suspended coaster in this park. I know we haven't ever built it yet, but I don't think we're going to in this park. It is a very, very, very expensive ride to build. So, I know I mentioned it last episode, but I'm actually going to do it just for the sake of making money and making this episode, or not this episode, this park successful. I need to build another steel roller coaster. So let's go ahead and purchase up some more land here. And we'll just buy... That's weird that it doesn't let you buy that corner piece. So I'm going to try to do this efficiently here. I'm trying to buy just 3 tiles wide on this section right here. Because that's where I'm going to end up putting the ride, I believe, at least. So that works there. And let's go ahead and get this going. So this one, I'm not gonna make them all the same. I know it's not exciting to watch the same ride being built multiple times, so I'm not gonna do that. This one I'm going to do in the reversed incline launch mode. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be perfect. And then this one, we're gonna actually extend our walkway to this portion of our park over top this ride. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know how long that is, but I think it's plenty long. And we're going to twist it right off the bat. So that's at 18. That's kind of cool looking. Again, not at all realistic because there are no supports. So we'll at least do one. There we go. That looks a little bit better as far as just structurally soundness goes. So we'll do the entrance on this side, loop it back around over here, and then the exit can be on this side to bring people over here. And this is the part of a park that I love doing, like completely making my own park. This is developing an existing park. This is creating a park from scratch, and I love that. It gives you so much more freedom to do what you want, and you just have so much more creative options. You're not restricted by, I mean, even in this case, I'm not even restricted by the terrain. I don't think I'll be able to clear that now. But if I lower the land here, I can. And so that's what I'm going to do. Or at least I think I can. Nope, I stand corrected. What do I want to do? I wanted it to come out over here, and I'm still going to make that happen. So, take this land. I'll do what I want. And so that'll need to be lowered as well, and we'll lower that just for the heck of it. And since that looks strange now, we'll flatten all of it out. Because we can. And this will go right here and say goodbye to the tree. And then this pathway is going to go up and over this ride, which isn't going to work right here. Yes, it is. Okay. And that's where we will connect to the rest of our park. So, let us go ahead and test this really quick. What am I looking for? There we go. Reverse incline launched shuttle mode. Test that baby out. I'm not worried about this at all. There is a guaranteed chance it will not crash off the end. And one thing that's nice about these reverse incline modes is if the station brakes ever fail and it comes back into the station, sweet. Did those supports disappear when I built the footpath? It totally did. I'm going to try to rectify some of that here by doing that. It looks a little bit more realistic now. Not a ton, but a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, man. Barely a boomerang. Because it goes, I don't know, it's kind of a boomerang. You throw it one way, it goes the other, and then comes back. And it's barely a boomerang because it's a tiny, tiny, tiny ride. I don't know where that accent came from. Let's go ahead and get some music on this part of our park. I think it's a little quiet over here. Rock style is perfect for me. We need a couple benches and all that jazz to get people over to this part of our park. All right. This just building this right here has made me excited for this park. Let's make sure that Handyman 4 is still able to cover everything. He is, but he isn't. We'll add that to him right there, and that should cover it. We'll add another Handyman from here on out. And actually, this mechanic right here, Mechanic 2, you're going to be in charge of this. So I will name you Boomerang. So now he is over in here. Everyone else is free to roam, just because this portion of our park is going to be quite a bit segregated from this portion once all is said and done. So, okay, did we get any shops and stalls? No, we did not. Let's go ahead and build an information kiosk on this portion, just so people don't freak out and get lost and hate everything. Actually, no, we'll do that later. We need to expand our park a little bit more before we can do that. Let's see how this came out. Not very good. Why is that? I don't have a loop. That might be why. Although right now, people still look like they want to ride it. And I'm okay with... trying to think. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I think it's just because there's not a loop. I think that's what adds a lot of the intensity and the excitement. I'm okay with this being not so great because it gives someone with a different intensity preference than the Twister, or Tight Twister, something that they can ride. And it's also a easy moneymaker. It's not making me as much. It's making me less than half, but I'm okay with it. We didn't paint this thing, though. We need to do that, and then we need to call it an end because we are in the month of July, and that's not how we roll. So, black and white, that could be cool. Black, white, and purple. What if we do purple supports with a white? Ooh. I love it and I hate it. We're gonna keep it. And then this can be, let's just do black and white. There we go. I think that actually looks kind of cool. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. We have kind of crowded Dinky Park already. This area is... I mentioned I was going to do possibly 3 coasters here. I've got 2, and I might do part of a third. I might end up buying some track to build a roller coaster over here and stretch some of it back over top some of this portion of our park. So who knows? The options are limitless. Well, sort of. But okay, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next episode, and until then, take care.